As always, we start our yoga practice setting up an intention. And this intention can be something we might want to receive or a goal that we want to achieve. Maybe we're working with the same intention. We've been working with it for a while. So just make sure you put this intention, you have it in mind. And it will be planted in the fertile soil of your yoga practice. And you can keep the same intention until it becomes so. An intention can be anything, being more centered. And then your intention will be, I am centered. Try to make it in a positive tense. Good. And as you inhale from where you are on the ground, stretch your arms and stretch your legs, interlacing your fingers overhead. Flex your feet and release. Bring your knees towards your chest and make big circles with your knees in one direction and big circles on the other direction. Bring your nose towards your knees, hugging your knees close towards your heart. And then let both knees rest to one side and open up the opposite hand, stretching opposite arm and leg, maybe moving your legs, just feeling where you need that stretch. You can move your arm as well. Staying on the twist and bring it back to center. Change sides. If you need room, just wiggle around. Knees towards your chest first and then come into a twist. And you can ground your top leg with your opposite hand or just check it out from the twist. You can move your arms and legs and see what is there for you. Lovely. And bring yourselves back to center. Hands underneath your knees, nose towards your knees, and rock backwards and forwards. Rocking the whole of your spine. And come up into sitting. Bring your right shin in front of your left. Hands together, bow your head, say namaste. Good. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, right hand comes to the right hand side. Push the hand onto the floor. The elbow is bent a little bit and the shoulder is relaxed. And now bring your left arm overhead. Good. Let the arm come backwards a little bit and then look up and down. Starting to move the neck, moving with your breath. Now keep your gaze to center and make a big circle with that left arm. Big circle. Try to relax your head, relax your expression. Swaying around. And change direction. So remember, we are working with the breath. Keep folding towards your right hand side. Good. And then reach again. See if you can push the hand on the floor and the other hand on top and see where you can go with both arms. And bring yourselves back to center. We're going to turn towards the left and let the nose come towards the left knee. You can walk your fingertips away from you. So in this period where the autumn is here and we get more cold, this warm-up is good for letting the lungs get a bit of a cleanse, opening up the sides of the body. One more breath. Let your head release towards your left knee, trying to keep your right hip anchored on the floor. Walk your hands back towards you. Bring fingertips behind your buttocks and open your chest. And exhale, release. Change the cross of the legs. So the left shin is in front of the right. I'm not crossing my ankles. I have one ankle in front of the other. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, left hand to your left hand side. Bend the elbow, let the left shoulder release, and then bring the right arm overhead. Keep pushing the hand on the floor so that your right hip is anchored. And we start with the head movement. So we look down and then we look up. And we look down and up. Looking down and up. Now look into center. Keep the head weighing towards the floor and big circles with your right arm. Just feeling that movement, feeling the sides of the body. And change the direction. No need to go straighter. We are using that side stretch. Good. And now pushing the hand onto the floor. The right arm reaches away. Breathe into that side of your ribs. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, turn your shoulders towards to be squared with your right knee. And let your nose go down towards the floor. Relaxing the back, the shoulders, relax. Letting your body go down towards your knee. Breathing onto that side body. The kidneys, the neck. And walk your hands back. Bring your fingertips behind. Open your chest. Looking up. And exhale. Release. Good. Roll the shoulders back. And roll the shoulders forwards. Great. Bring your hands interlaced behind your back. And we're going to do a little bit of like a washing machine, breathing in and out sharply. This is the last one of our lung cleansing exercises. If you do have a cold and you need a tissue, go and grab a tissue, because we're going to be inhaling and exhaling sharply. So it's like this. The movement is from the upper body. If you need to sit on a cushion or on a chair or instead, you can do that. Making a nice twist onto your upper body. So when you're ready, we're going to start inhaling sharply to one side, exhaling sharply to the other side. It doesn't matter which side. Inhale, look it up. Exhale, elbows towards the floor. Inhale, looking up, expand. Exhale, elbows towards the floor. One more, inhale. And exhale. And release. Rest your hands over your knees. Close your eyes and just for a moment, feel the effects of that side stretch, of the breath, your pranayama, And hopefully we're starting to get a little bit warmer. Good. Open your eyes and bring your feet in front of you. Your fingertips can rest behind you. And we're going to make big circles with the feet upwardly. That's it. And change direction. Try to point your toes and open your toes as you bring them up. So as you go forwards, you point your toes, and as you bring it up, you expand them. Now scrunch your toes and expand. Scrunch and expand. Scrunch and expand. Good. Have your feet close enough so that you can tap, 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 tap your feet. Tap, tap, tap. If you have bunions or something like that, this will not be one that you want to do, but just try a little bit if you can. Good. Lovely. Now bring your hands, fingers interlace, and rotate your hands so that your wrists get a bit of a warm up, and change the direction. So there's something that happens when the weather turns a little bit cooler, and this is, let's stretch the fingers as well. So interlace your fingers and bring them forwards. You can arch your back as well. So do a bit of cat-cow. So when the weather gets cooler, the muscles always warm up quicker than the joints. So we need to be aware of these and let our joints move a little bit before we start stronger exercises so that they can perform to their best. Bend your knees and let your knees sway side to side. So the joint that we are working in here is the lower back, which is getting a little bit of a twist, and we are warming up the hips. So to give it a full range of motion, make a circle, bring both knees to one side and make a circle with the top leg and change the direction. As we were doing with the shoulder, good. Bring it back to center and sway your knees side to side, and we're going to do it to the other side. And change direction. Lovely. Cross your ankles, tuck your toes under, and come up into standing. So the four joints or the two pairs of joints that are missing, we move our spine, we move our wrists, hands, toes, ankles. We need to move our elbows and knees. So for the knees, just let the hands rest onto the thighs and sway your knees to one side and then the other. Good. And then bring your arms up and bring your hands towards your ears, like if you were holding two mobile phones, and then bring the hands out. The hands are flexing. Turn and bend your elbows towards your body and bring them out. Turn the hands come towards your head and bring them out. Turn the palms facing backwards. Hands towards the ribs and open and towards the head. Very good. And turn it round towards the hips. Two more. That's it. Last one. Good. Now keep your arms out and spaghetti arms, turning one arm in and the other one out so that you are wringing your arms like if you were wringing a towel. Yeah, good, lovely. Excellent. And shake, 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 shake your whole body, shake your feet, shake your legs. Woo! Excellent. So we're going to start with a gentle sun salutation. And we're going to continue focusing on using our joints the best way that we can. So the joints sometimes go to the maximum flexion. We're going to try that, but gently, so that you don't overexert it. And the muscles are always a strong force within. So just be mindful of movement. We are not after any type of pain. Feet are hip distance apart, spread your toes, lift from your instep and your lower abdomen. Inhale, bringing your arms around and up. Join your fingertips overhead, stretching up. Exhale, flexing from your hips joined, flexing down towards the floor. Inhale, extend the legs, hands onto your shins, flat back. Exhale, fingertips by the sides of your feet. And bring your right leg back into a low lunge. Stay on your low lunge and just rock onto your toes. So I'm going from the ball of the foot to the tiptoe. Rock into the toes and see what your knee is doing. You can take your knee to overtake your ankle and then extend it. Bend and extend. And then release the knee onto the floor. If this is too low, you can have a block underneath your hand. Otherwise, keep it where it is. We're going to twist towards the left knee and bring the left arm up. Open up, expanding away from your knee. And then see if you can make a circle in here with your arm. And how does that feel? I can feel it on my hip flexor on the right leg. Change the direction. And we will feel it where we need it. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to feel it in the same place as I do. Good. Bring your head back to center. Extend the front leg, lift the toes. And just stay there for a moment. You can scrunch and expand your toes. That will make you stretch your under part of the leg a little bit more. Coming back to the front, flexing your knee to its maximum capacity. And then bring that knee back. Hands onto the floor. Inhale, right arm comes up. Open up. And we're going to thread the hand 3 times and then rest the shoulder. So thread the hand, floating over the floor, and bring it back up. 2 more. Your right hand is coming underneath your chest, underneath your left arm, reaching away. And back up. 1 more. And this time we're going to rest the shoulder. The chin is slightly tucked in towards your chest. So make sure that your neck is not tilting upwards. And if you want, you can have your left toes on the floor and maybe bring your left arm up, staying into a twist and a balance. And if you want more stretch onto your left shoulder, you bring your left hand behind your lower back. Maybe your fingers can tap onto your thigh. And bring your left hand in front of your face. Come back to center. Bring your right leg back and your left leg back into plank. So we are in a strong plank. Your heels are going away. Maybe you want to check where you're standing. If your hands are too far forwards, you're going to be tending to bring your hips up into a semi-down dog. So have your hands underneath your shoulders, rock onto your toes a little bit just to check that your weight is over your wrists. This is an effortful pose. Then bring your knees onto the floor, keep your chest over your wrists. Don't go backwards. I know this is relaxing, but go forwards And bend your elbows, coming to 1 inch from the floor in Chaturanga Dandasana. Release your belly and your chest onto the floor. Hands are underneath the shoulders, elbows by the sides of the ribs. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, release down. Tap your toes. And downward facing dog. Breathe deeply. Walk your dog. Releasing your heels towards the floor. Swaying your hips side to side. Look towards the hands. And we're going to crisscross. Dancing the tango. Going to one end of the mat and then the other. That's it. Once we reach the front of the mat, we extend the legs, extend the back, flat back. Exhale, fold, and rolling up into standing. Bring your arms around and up. And exhale, hands towards your heart. Release the hands by the sides of your body. Shake your legs, shake your arms. Good. Shake everything. Feel how do you feel, right and left? Now we're going to do the other side. Yes, hopefully you are getting a little bit warmer. Your feet are hip distance apart. Spread your toes. Lift from your instep. Pelvic floor, lower abdomen. Mula Bandha or Uddiyana Bandha are engaged. Inhale, bring your arms around and up. Fingertips touching at the top. Straighten up. Don't rush it. Exhale, fall forwards, flexing from your hips. Inhale, hands onto your shins. Legs are straight, back is straight. Exhale, hands by the sides of your feet. Bring your left leg back into a low lunge. So in low lunge, our hips are sinking, our chest is open. We can have blocks underneath the hands to give us more room. And we're rocking into the left foot this time, overtaking the ankle. Your heel can come off the floor if you want. We are just researching that joint, that knee joint. Maybe lift the toe. So we're flexing to maximum flexion and extending to maximum extension. So in the joints, we need both mobility, more than anything, and a little bit of flexibility. Flexibility is more on the muscles. All right, now relax your left foot onto the floor. The left hand is resting, and we turn towards our right knee, twisting towards the right knee. The hip is still going down, the chest is opening. Let's see if we can do 3 big circles with the arm in one direction, working with the breath, and change direction. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Good. Open it up. Come back to center, bring the knee back. We're into all fours. This time we're going to bring the left arm up and thread it 3 times and then rest on the floor. So inhale, push the right hand onto the floor and then bring it through, floating your upper body. Inhale, expand. Exhale, bring it through. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, bring it through. Release the head on the floor. So making sure that your neck is not cranking upwards, chin towards the chest, hand in front of your face. Bring your foot. Your right foot can rest on the floor, opening up more space for you to breathe. Breathe deeply. And if you want, you can tuck your hand behind your back. Stretching your right shoulder a little bit more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands onto the floor. Come back into all fours. Left foot and right foot comes back into plank. Rock onto your toes, feeling where your plank is. Chest is over your wrists, pushing your floor away. Feel everything engaged. Your knees are straight, your back is strong, you're pushing the floor away. Bring your knees onto the floor, chest comes over your wrists, and release down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Shoulders back and down, hands by the sides of your chest and underneath your shoulders. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, release down. Tap your toes. Downward facing dog. Walk your dog. Swaying your hips side to side. You pedal your feet. And then stay in down dog. Check that your index finger, middle finger, and thumb are firmly on the floor. Pelvic floor in and up. Your heels towards the ground. Good. Inhale, look towards your hands and tango all the way forwards. All the way towards your hands. Chin, chin. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale. Release. Take a moment into Tadasana. Close your eyes. Just stay there. Breathe in deeply. Allow the ebb and flow of the breath to be present. And open your eyes. We're going to do the same sequence, but this time with no repetitions. So it will be one asana per move. Try to see if you can let the asana land onto you. It's not your body doing it, but the shape, the move, being your sit, being part of you. Might take a bit of time to get to that, but don't worry, just having the intention and attention will help towards the objective. Inhale, arms up, baby back bend. Exhale, fall forwards from your hips, not from your back. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands by the sides of your feet, right leg back. Expand into your low lunge because you know what that full expansion is. Release your knee onto the floor. Release your right hand onto the floor. Bring your arm up, twisting towards your knee. And then make one circle in one direction. And one circle in the other direction. Good. And release. Bring the knee back into all fours. Right hand comes up. Inhale. Open up. Exhale. Coming underneath. Hand. Twist and balance on the floor and on the fours. Bring the left arm up, coming all the way back. Release, coming into plank. Chest is over your wrists. You can place your knees onto the floor or maybe bend your elbows, lowering down, Chaturanga. Release your legs. Inhale. Cobra. Exhale. Tuck your toes. Down dog. Inhale, look towards your hands and crisscross your way towards the front of the mat. Tangoing forwards. Inhale. Extend your back and your legs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And we're going to go straight onto the other side. Extend, fingertips touch, open your chest. Exhale, fold forwards from your hips. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, left leg back, low lunge. Knee and foot are having strong forces in opposite directions. Release your knee. Left hand is on the floor, right arm comes up. Twist towards your bent knee. And one circle in one direction with your right arm, and then change the direction. Good. Release the hand, bring the leg back into all fours. This time your left arm comes up and thread it through. Right toes on the floor, right hand can come up and fingers can go behind you. Twisting, balancing. Inhale, up, exhale, come back into all fours. Tuck your toes, plank. Chest over your wrists, releasing into chaturanga. Release your belly and your legs onto the floor. Cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look towards your hands and crisscross your feet towards your hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, release. Stay in your Tadasana. Just feel that sequence. How is that sequence landing for you? Breathe deeply. Good. Open your eyes. We're going to come onto the ground. Inhale, bring your arms up, coming onto your balls of the feet. Exhale, descend towards the floor. Inhale, stretch forwards, interlacing your fingers, sinking onto your hips. And then open your knees to allow yourselves to land elegantly on the floor. Good. We're going to stretch back by bringing the knees towards the belly. It's better if you have hard floor just to let the legs slide over there. You can put your socks on. You can put a jumper on. So your belly is resting against your thighs and you let your knees slide forwards. But I'm keeping my chest and my belly stuck to my knees. The moment that they come away, you stop. Just keep it in there. You're holding it with your hands. Your head is relaxed towards your knees. And when you come to that point where you know that your knees are going to detach from your chest, if you go further, just hold and wait. Let your head be heavy. Using gravity, relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. This pose in a way can be a replacement for child's pose. Because our backs are curving, we are rolled up into like a ball. This is sometimes a good option if your knees don't like to rest in child's pose. Inhale deeply, exhale through your mouth. 2 more. Inhale deeply, filling your lungs. Last one, inhale. Release your hands. Let your legs stretch. Your belly will probably come away from your thighs unless you're very, very flexible. Take 2 more breaths in this forward fold, Paschimottanasana. My hands are resting by the sides of my calves. And then very gently bring your chest up. Take a moment to feel your back straight, your neck long. And see how you feel. You might feel like doing your meditation from seated, or you might want to lie down on the floor. Both options are good. Make sure you stay warm. And I'm going to be sitting in a cushion. So you're welcome to do either. As we slow down, we will cool down. So it's just blanket, scarf, anything that we have handy will help. Even sometimes I put a cushion over my feet, or something like that, just to keep me warm. Close your eyes, wherever you're at. You can have your index finger and thumb together in Chin Mudra, helping with concentration. Focus on your breath and imagine your breath running through the middle of your spine, your Sushumna channel. Inhaling and exhaling. And scan the body. We're going to start today on our fingertips. Try to feel each of your joints and your phalanxes and your fingers, your hands. Feel your wrists and your elbows. And your shoulders. Your joints as well between the collarbones and the shoulders and the shoulder blades. And joints between our ribs and the sternum and our ribs and the thoracic spine. Feel those joints expanding with your breath and coming together on your exhale. There are joints all along our spine between each vertebrae. Feel your hip, sacroiliac joint. The joint between your hips and your thighs. Your knees joints with the patella gliding. Your ankle joints. And feel your foot, both feet warm, having activated all the joints on the feet and the toes. And bring your attention to your head, relaxing your jaw. Features on your face are relaxed. Your tongue is relaxed. Stay in this space. Glowing. Having each of your joints a little bit more moistured. Because motion is lotion. Give yourselves a smile. Feeling happy. You gave yourselves this time, despite any colds, discomfort. Give yourself this time to practice your yoga. And we're going to finish chanting Om 3 times, followed by Shanti, 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 Om, peace, peace, peace. Inhale to begin, inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, peace, peace, peace. Bring your palms together wherever you are, whether you're on the floor or seated. Rub your palms. Bring warmth between your palms and then place your palms over your face. Inhale. Open your eyes to the darkness of your hands. Slide your hands towards your chest. Bow your head. Namaste. Give yourselves a little clap. Well done. I hope you enjoy working with your joints.